Hey, Joshi. Today I just want to talk about how everything seems to move towards external, that somebody, some course, something is going to change you so that you become more of who you've always desired to be. And I don't discount that everything that we read, everything that we learn from mentors, from teachers, add to our book of who we are. But to clarify that there seems to be a natural pull in our humanness to think that there's going to be an answer where I just find the course that says how Yoshi Arima can become 100% of himself. And I was like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this course for my whole life. And now you made a course exactly for me. The true answer? The only person who can make that course is you. Like the person that you are looking for all the answers, is you. And your mind may think, well, how could I have all the answers when I'm on this journey and there are things that I haven't learned? And in my perspective, you are a being that came from the stars, that is a product of the universe. So in that very essence, you contain all the wisdom and all the knowledge of everything. It's within you. And so every time you learn something, it's just a reminder to you of something that you already know. And that's why it's effortless when something is an aha for you, right? It just clicks like, whoa. And you may not have known that in that whoa moment, it's actually that resonance of, oh my God, I already knew that, but it was deep within my encoding of who I am as a soul inside me. Because you've probably tried courses where they just say, do this, do this, do this, and that equals this. And you end up finding that you're either contorted in order to follow what they say because you're trying to be something that isn't moving with your natural rhythms. And the only methodology that's going to work for you is if you flow with your natural rhythms of who you are, your natural interests, your natural inspirations, your natural sleeping habits, your natural napping, the movies you watch, the books you read, how you interact with people, the walks you go on. It's all you. And if you can take note of that more and more, just in a conscious understanding of what can bring you natural joy as you tune into that. So even when you're just, I was walking out of a grocery store and happened to just hear this little bit of a conversation of as a person that I was just walking by. And then all he was saying to his friends was, he said, let me get this straight. You paid for parking, but there's no parking spots. How did you do that? And I didn't interrupt his conversation or anything, but I paused a little bit before I went out the second door of the grocery shop, and so I was walking with it, and I was just giddy with the joy of hearing that little snippet. And it's almost like a video game sometimes where they have to make other NPC characters, the ones who are just kind of like not part of the main story, but they're walking by on the street and all that, they have to still give them dialogue and things, right? So this was a dialogue that I was meant to hear at that. Why didn't I hear that conversation 5 seconds before or 5 seconds later? It's because the universe knows the nurturing type of conversation that will just add joy to my day. And so walking from the grocery store, I had this joy in my head, and then I started picturing in my head, it's like, oh wow, does the gate not calculate how many parking spots are left, and da 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 da, because it wasn't like an airport where it just says 2 spots remaining on level 3. But always remember, if this aligns with you again, the person you are looking for to make yourself the whole self that you long to be is you. And the crazy thing about it is that you can be your whole self in this very minute. Like when you look at my channel, and a lot of it is lip sync rock videos. When I started this channel, I was thinking, I have to post my art, I have to post it at daily, I have to have a really smart thing to say to inspire people in each of my drawings, and has to be consistent, and like it evolved into this, I feel like making a rock video today, and it just like I've needed a bit of a recharge lately, and I was like gonna make rock videos, or I was gonna do one rock video, and then I made another, and then I made another, because it's pure joy for me, and I wanted to capture that moment of, yeah, just keep making it, because why? Because that's who I am. And again, getting away from the external, if there's only a few likes on some of those videos, like I even did a video where in honor of Glenn Hansard's life, hearing that he passed away, I said, I'm gonna sing one of his songs. And I'm not the greatest singer, it was flat and it was sharp and all that, but I wanted to express, but this is a Yoshi singing, where I didn't need to go take music lessons in order to make that video. Then it would take me 2 years or whatever, or 2 weeks to get around to that. But then the moment would have passed, right? So just want to remind you that in this very moment, there are things that you know that you absolutely align with, that bring you joy, and you're probably overthinking everything too much, right? But do the thing that aligns with the natural frequency of who you are. The answers come out of you doing them, and you doing them in the state that they are at this time. If you say, oh, I should post this when I learn to draw better, I should post this when I can sing or play the guitar better. This is like, no, show you in this moment, because we see enough curated shit out there, right? We're just like, show the you on your journey, because that's who I love to see. Oh my God, I'm walking beside you on this journey as you are humbly expressing your truth of who you are and where you are in this very moment. That's your truth. That's who I'd want to just sit down and have a chat with in a coffee shop, because you're real. And it's funny that these are called reels when we post them, right? REEL. But the truth of the core of it all, you're looking to just be yourself, and that's what you want to be. And the only way to be yourself and feel that is to be yourself. And I know it can be scary, it can be overwhelming, overthinking and all that. But each of the external learnings that you learn, you'll find it's awaking those little parts to remind you to just, no, it is what I wanted to be. And yes, if you have to read a book, if you have to look at 10,000 quotes, you will find the one that unlocks. And it's not a big, oh my God, that's it, Indiana Jones style. It's just another clue along the way. But be in this moment like you were as a kid, saying, what am I going to do today? I'm going to try to bake a muffin in my Easy Bake Oven right now because that's what I want to do. And then even if 30 seconds later you put that muffin down and you go over, it's like, oh, I want to read a Star Wars comic book, or I want to get a cookie. That's what you did as a kid, because you did the things that you wanted to do in every single moment, because you didn't have this game you were playing in your head of what am I supposed to do in this moment to make me look like a being who knows what they're doing and is being themselves. So practice the beauty of being yourself in the moment, like that little child that is still within you, because there is no past and future. It's all happening right in this moment. Be yourself. Be yourself. I love you so much. You're doing amazing. We keep tweaking. It's not too late. It's not too early. It's right on time. As the Oracle says to Neo. Right on time. Love you.